Throughout history, the story of Adam and Eve has always been a fascinating mystery. We once thought that everything we knew about them was recorded in the Bible. However, a recent archaeological discovery has challenged all of our assumptions. The lost book of Adam and Eve, a detailed account of their lives after being expelled from the Garden of Eden, has been found. This discovery not only opens a new chapter in the creation story, but also raises significant questions about the origins of humanity. We have fragments of a Bible. The story of Adam and Eve has deeply embedded itself in our culture. Among the ancient tales of the Hollow Earth, one of the most fascinating stories related to the Garden of Eden. It is an ancient legend recorded in a very old text called the Seer Tamuna, or the Book of Images. This book has been shrouded in mystery and speculation, sparking curiosity among scholars and theologians. It suggests deeper layers to the famous biblical stories that have lasted for millennia. Now they come together with the lost book. The origin and history of the book, where the book was found. The book was discovered in an ancient tomb hidden deep underground in a historically and culturally rich region of the Middle East. The ancient manuscript was uncovered in a mysterious tomb near a temple that had long been forgotten by time. The walls surrounding the temple, adorned with intricate patterns and unknown mythical symbols, tell stories from a lost civilization. It was here, under the dim light of oil lamps, that archaeologists uncovered a door leading to a distant past. The unique conditions of the tomb, its sealed space and low humidity, had preserved the book in an astonishing state, keeping every page, every ink stroke intact, as though time had never touched it. Through modern dating methods such as carbon isotope analysis and paper material testing, researchers have determined that this book is between 1500 and 2000 years old. The paper is made from dried plant fibers, while the ink is crafted from charcoal mixed with tree resin, a technique that demonstrates the skill and deep understanding of natural resources by the people of that time. Additionally, the sediment layers surrounding the tomb provide important clues, suggesting that the book may have been intentionally buried, perhaps to protect it from the destruction of war or invasions by rival civilizations. The language in the book is a mystery that challenges the intellect of the world's most distinguished linguists. It is a unique form of hieroglyphic writing, combined with phonetic characters, bearing similarities to some ancient languages that have long disappeared, yet still possessing entirely novel features. Without a clear reference system, the decoding process requires decades of patient and creative research. Scientists have had to employ modern analytical tools, along with reasoning based on repeated characters and illustrations in the book, to gradually uncover its secrets. As for the content, the book is like a fusion of knowledge and belief, containing moral lessons, fascinating astronomical knowledge, and perhaps even mythical stories. Some pages detail the positions of constellations, describe astronomical phenomena such as solar eclipses, and sketch sky maps. These records not only demonstrate the advanced understanding of ancient civilizations, but also suggest that the book may have once been a valuable tool in the hands of astrologers, elites, or even religious leaders. This book takes readers on an intriguing journey where the familiar story of Adam and Eve is reimagined through a completely new and imaginative lens. Instead of being merely the first humans as depicted in the Bible, Adam and Eve in this ancient text are introduced as beings recreated from earlier life forms, living in a Garden of Eden that is not a peaceful abode, but a mysterious cosmic laboratory. Here, divine entities conduct bold experiments with life, painting a new perspective on the origins of humanity and the universe, prompting readers to ponder the relationship between mythology and science. A standout feature of the book is its portrayal of Eve. She is no longer the weak woman deceived by the serpent, but rather an active and courageous figure. Eve is depicted as someone who independently chooses the forbidden fruit, not out of temptation, but because she realizes it is the key to wisdom and conscious freedom. Her decision represents the thirst for knowledge, transcending all molds and prejudices. Meanwhile, Adam is portrayed as a cautious man, often swayed by emotions, creating an intriguing contrast between reason and emotion. Thus, the book not only tells a story, but also offers a profound lesson about the meaning of choices and the cost of freedom. In this text, the portrayal of Satan is redefined in a completely different light. Instead of being the eternal enemy of humanity, Satan is depicted as a complex figure, both an adversary and a catalyst for spiritual evolution. Known as the Keeper of the Flame, Satan represents forbidden knowledge, the light of awareness, and the desire to transcend all limits. No longer simply an antagonist of God, Satan in this narrative serves as a necessary challenge, forcing humanity to confront its choices and learn to bear the consequences. This perspective resonates with Gnostic philosophy, where Satan is not the source of sin, but the refining fire that pushes humanity toward enlightenment through suffering and inner struggle. Not only does the book reimagine the past, but it also paints a mystical picture of humanity's future through detailed and fantastical prophecies. According to the text, human history is a series of cycles, with the rise and fall of civilizations in a continuous pattern. The children of light and the children of darkness, symbols of enlightenment and degeneration, take turns emerging, guiding society through periods of upheaval. Notably, the book predicts an event called the Great Rebirth Day, when humanity will reach a higher level of consciousness, escaping material constraints to enter an era of harmony with the universe. However, it also warns of a long, dark period when the abuse of knowledge and power could lead to self-destruction. The Mystery from Heaven, a new chapter of Adam and Eve. We are all familiar with the story of Adam and Eve, the forbidden fruit, the serpent's temptation, and their expulsion from the Garden of Eden. But what if there is another chapter hidden behind this familiar story, a forgotten book now being revealed with whispers that have turned into shouts? Archaeologists claim to have discovered something that could completely change our understanding of the original biblical history. But what they found is not a simple story to read before bed. The Adam and Eve book, first published in 1926, is now regarded as one of the oldest texts originating from Egypt at the dawn of Christianity. This manuscript details what happened after Adam and Eve were cast out of the Garden of Eden. Known by various names, such as the conflict of Adam and Eve and the struggle with Satan, the book reveals their painful trials in the wilderness. After being banished from the garden, Adam and Eve wander through barren and unfamiliar lands. Gone are the cool shade and fresh water. They face a harsh reality full of pain, hunger, and traps. The serpent, now cursed by God, continues to be their relentless enemy. Satan, with all his cunning and schemes, never ceases to try to deceive them, from transforming into beautiful maidens to sowing doubt in their minds about God's intentions. In the first book, Adam and Eve experience intense inner turmoil as they realize the consequences of their sin. They weep over their loss, pray and repent in a cave known as the Treasure Cave, a place that evokes the painful separation from God's grace. The book also describes their fierce spiritual struggle as Adam faces repeated temptations from Satan, who relentlessly tries to make him abandon his faith. The second book, with its deeper content, tells the story of the generations that followed Adam and Eve. Cain and Abel, along with their twin sisters, become the central figures in this narrative. Jealousy, love, and greed lead to humanity's first tragedy, Abel's death at the hands of Cain. The book continues to explore the life of Seth's lineage on Mount Hermon, the temptation of Cain's daughter, and the punishment for the fallen angels. These manuscripts are not just tales of sin and redemption. They carry profound messages about faith, perseverance, and the meaning of salvation. Compiled from oral traditions passed down through generations, they offer a completely fresh perspective on the biblical narrative. The prophetic passages in the book are not only symbolic, but also use astronomical imagery and natural cycles to hint at specific points in time. This makes the book captivating not only for those interested in mythology, but also for those who are fascinated by science and philosophy. These prophecies are not mere warnings, but calls for humanity to awaken, recognize its role in shaping the future. Overall, this book is not just a retelling of mythology, but a profound journey of reflection on human and nature. the meaning of freedom and the path toward enlightenment. Who can say for sure that the forbidden fruit symbolizes sin when it might be the gift that opens the mind, allowing us to see the world through a completely new lens? It is not the end, but the beginning of an endless search for knowledge, where rebirth and evolution walk hand in hand. The discovery of the lost book of Adam and Eve has opened a new door, leading us to unexplored realms of knowledge. This book is not only a historical artifact, but also a reminder of the connection between the past, present, and future. We have come a long way, but the journey to understand ourselves continues. Let's explore the mysteries hidden in history to better understand the origins and meaning of life. Thank you for joining Historical Owl as we unravel the fascinating secrets of the lost book of Adam and Eve. If you're captivated by these mysterious historical stories, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a discovery from us. Leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about these new revelations? And if you want to continue the journey into other mysterious historical tales, check out the recommended video at the end of the screen. Historical Owl, where the past comes alive in every story. See you in our next video.